Okay, so hopefully you were able to annotate that passage. So now we're going to take a few notes. This is only going to take a couple minutes. I had given you a note sheet on Thursday to take some notes today. You actually don't have to take any notes. You're just going to highlight certain things on your note sheet. So if you need to pause this video, go find yourself a highlighter or a colored pencil or a crayon to highlight specific important things throughout this note sheet, okay? So this is for summarizing nonfiction. So a good summary paragraph consists of no more than 8 to 10 sentences, okay? So if you get beyond that, then it becomes not so much a summary, okay? It only includes main idea and supporting details that are most important, okay? So keep that in mind. You don't need to highlight anything there. Next, you have the steps in the process on your sheet, and there are 4 steps in this process. The first step is to read the text. We already did that, right, with our malaria article. So go ahead and highlight first read. Step 2, you're going to do a second read, so go ahead and highlight second read. And then you're going to annotate and highlight for each paragraph, okay? We just did that, so you're going to go ahead and highlight that to remind you that's the second part of the second step. Then step 3, we're going to organize our information. We're going to use a graphic organizer, and that we have not done, and we're going to do that tomorrow, all right? So keep that in mind. You know, we're going to make our own organizer, and we are going to you know, put that into an organizer so that we'll be able to then put it directly into our paragraph. All right, so go ahead and highlight, organize the information. Step 4, and this is a picture also of the organizer, an organizer that you could use, okay? And then step 4, it's time to write that nonfiction summary, okay? That's when we're going to be putting things into sentences and getting things down on paper in the paragraph format, okay? So when you go to do step 4, all right, this is kind of the format that we're going to be utilizing. You're going to have a topic sentence. That's your first sentence in your paragraph. It is going to state the main idea of the selection. Main idea, central idea. Remember, they're the same thing, okay? You're going to highlight main idea. Include the title of the text. That's pretty important. If you have a text that has a title, you want to make sure you include the title so that people know what you're summarizing. So make sure you highlight main idea, title of text. And then you're going to have some detail sentences. These are, again, the important details in this passage. So you might have 1 or 2 sentences discussing who, when, or where, 1 or 2 sentences discussing what or how, and 1 or 2 sentences discussing why, and those are coming from your graphic organizer, okay? And then in your concluding sentence, to wrap everything up, you're going to restate the main idea. And remember, just like we did when we wrote our essays, restating the main idea does not mean stating it exactly the same way that you stated it in the opening sentence or the topic sentence. We need to reword it, use synonyms, and use different wording, okay? So make sure that when you are restating the main idea, you are mixing up the wording to that sentence, okay? So make sure you have these things highlighted on your note sheet. Your note sheet looks like this, and I gave that to you in class on Thursday. Now, if you flip this note sheet over, you are going to find one more thing that may help you tomorrow. I'm sorry, yeah, that'll be Thursday when we go to write the summary, okay? It's called a paragraph frame, and this just gives you some sentence stems and some help in kind of figuring out how you could start or set up your summary paragraph. So if you need some help on Thursday, you will be in class, so I will be here to help you, but this is what we'll be using, so make sure that you bring this to class with you on Thursday, all right? And I will be expecting to see these things highlighted or, you know, boxed if you don't have anything to highlight with, okay? So make sure that you have that on Thursday when you guys come back to class. I will see you soon. Bye.